Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I have two more people with me. Please introduce yourselves.
I'm Shina Smith.
I'm Alake Jacobs.
Okay, so tell us about your AUC experience thus far.
Okay, I'm a transfer student, so this is actually my second semester here, but I'm a sophomore. So it's been an interesting transition from my previous institution, but I've enjoyed it.
Which institution was it?
I went to Alabama A&M.
Okay.
This is my second semester here too. I've enjoyed it so far. It's definitely encouraging. It's just a strong. I like the culture of the environment. I was either gonna go here or to Georgia State, and one of the things that really got me into the AUC was the culture and the community.
Okay. So why did you choose Spelman and Clark?
Well, I picked Spelman because my mother went to Spelman, my father went to Morehouse, and it was the only institution that I could truly see myself going to in Atlanta.
Okay. And are you from Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm also from Atlanta, but I didn't really know much about the AUC until about my senior year. And I took a tour of Clark, Atlanta, and I liked it, but it wasn't really on my mind. But then they gave me a full ride. So
Oh wow.
that was really one of the major reasons I came.
Intended. Right. So what's your favorite part about the AUC as a whole?
My favorite part so far, honestly, socially, would be the sisterhood that I've experienced. And just, having that close-knit community with all of your professors and classmates.
Right.
I like that most of the people that you meet are gonna be able to have an engaging discussion with you about something that's going on in the world, whether it's socio-economical, whether it's political. They're gonna be able to have a conversation with you. Most of the people. Some people are not ready for the convo yet, but majority of the people, whether you agree or disagree with them, they'll be able to either in some way or form influence your decision, influence the way you think.
So this next question is mainly geared towards you.
Mm-hmm.
So how was it like transitioning from another institution to Spelman?
Well, my previous institution wasn't, all female. So it was a nice transition to go from, having to worry about, I'm on campus late at night, I'm by myself, what's going on, to, it's just the security guards.
Right.
Or,
right.
Just having your kind of built-in set of sisters that understand what you're going through, to where it's not, you don't have that second barrier of gender.
And how was the application process?
The application
was it a
process.
long wait, or because I know someone who actually wants to transfer to Spelman,
Mm-hmm.
so she wanted me to ask the transfer students how was the process? Did it take a long time to get your results back, or?
So, actually transferring to Spelman was a last-minute decision.
Mm-hmm.
I chose to transfer in February 2018, and I got my decision back April 2018. So it was fairly easy. All you have to do is just make sure you turn in all of your required materials and have a good essay, because a lot of the stuff is just, okay, who are you? What can you bring to the institution? And how will you better the institution?
Right. Okay, so switching gears, what are some essentials to bring to college?
You gotta have
Things you forgot, things you wanted to bring.
A personal refrigerator.
That's something
It may not seem like it's key because you're like, it's one in the hall, but having one in your room is so clutch. Like, for me, I don't like to eat breakfast, so I keep my yogurts and my water, and it's just right there. It's perfect.
I was really, really prepared coming to college. I was really prepared. I had everything. I think I brought too much. I mean, you just have to, I think you need to bring cleaning supplies, because those run out quick.
Yes.
Food runs out quick. I think coming to college really kind of lets you know what you need to have. It kind of lets you know what you might like to have versus when you were just in high school and certain stuff was taken care of for you.
Right. I definitely agree. If you plan on moving into, say, apartment your junior or senior year, I feel like living in a dorm kind of prepares you for knowing what essentials you really need compared to what you really don't use or what you don't really need. So I think it really does prepare you for the real world, in my opinion. But what's the campus life like?
Campus life is fun for me. I grew up in Atlanta, but going to Spelman is different than just being in the Atlanta area because you have so many connections. Like last night, I went to the they had a movie screening just for AUC students, so I went to that. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like the opportunities that we get compared to others. Like I saw Grownish before everybody else was able to see the episode, so I was happy. Like, well, priority.
Yeah, opportunities are great. Like, just so many different people come here, so many people came from here or appreciate the environment. That's good. But you know, socially, I think there's always something to do, and there's something for literally everybody. Like, unless you just stay in your room all day, every day, you can't just say, oh well, it's so boring, there's nothing to do, because you can literally meet up with somebody that's gonna like what you do.
Right.
Like, I started a chess club.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You created it yourself?
Yeah, it's one of our intramural sports there, but it wasn't.
Okay.
They didn't have it before because nobody wanted to do it.
So what was the process?
I asked if there was a chess club I can join. He just told me to start it, and so he said send him the schedule. And I sent him my schedule, and he was like, okay, we're gonna do Wednesday and Friday 2 to 4. So I think it's literally something for everybody.
Right, and it is what you make it. Like basically, you have to go out there, and make it how you want it to be. College is what you make it.
Yeah.
Really. So what's a typical Saturday like for you?
I sleep in, and then I'm a party promoter, so I like to go to parties. It's kind of relaxing me. Like some people are like, oh, I don't want to party every weekend or whatnot, but partying is really how I relax, how I de-stress, how I get out of that whole school mindset, because I study really hard during the week, and then I go party really hard. I try not to do too much, but that's how it is.
At least you're honest.
Yeah.
Just be honest about it.
For me, I own a business, so my Saturdays are typically dedicated to that. I own a hair salon.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So I do that on Saturdays and Sundays, and then,
And what's your hair salon called?
It's Nikisa's Natural Radiance. It's in College Park, located across from the College Park train station.
Okay. Wow.
I also own a business. I just started a natural skincare line. It's called Culture Cream. It's made for black people. It's made of shea butter and whatnot, natural ingredients.
So how did you, start the business? Like, was it hard? Was it fairly easy for you to make the business? And is it thriving how you wanted it to now? Or how do you see it, progressing?
For me, it was fairly difficult because I started at such a young age. And typically people don't take you seriously when you're coming in and you have such big dreams about doing something. And they're like, oh, well, let's be realistic. Let's take it down a couple notches. But we've been in this space for a while, and we've branched off into television shows and having a hairline and having our own product line. So I think it's doing pretty well.
That's great.
It's hard. Starting a business is hard, whatever you're gonna do. You can't let nobody tell you it's gonna be easy, a piece of cake, because it takes a lot of money, it takes time, dedication, and one thing for black people is sometimes it's not a lot of people who are doing what you do in your field, or people who are hiring you that want to help you. It can be really hard finding people who want to help you.
Right.
It might be 10 people who have the knowledge of what you need, but I feel like black people have this mindset like, oh well, if I tell them, they don't come and take my spot.
Steal it, right?
And I kind of made a post about it. It's 40 million black people, but you think that telling me how to ship stuff is gonna ruin your business?
Right. And I feel like we should really empower each other rather than thinking like, oh, she's trying to steal something. Like, you have to bring something different to the table, which will make people like you. That's how I view it. Like, why think that someone's gonna hate on you rather than trying to help themselves while also helping you? If that makes sense, right? Like, that's what I really promote, positivity, really. But how do you manage your time?
Okay, well, time management has always been something that's difficult, but coming to Spelman made it, 10 times harder. But I just kind of keep an agenda, and I just make sure I'm going to class. After class, do my homework. After homework, do whatever else, and just stick to that.
At first, it was really, really hard. Like, beginning this last semester, I was missing events, I was missing classes, I was missing homework, just because I couldn't control the time and I wanted to do everything. And so I had to start writing out every single thing I have to do the time, just jot it down. I'll have a little book I write in. If I don't have it on me, I write it, put it in my phone, and put it in there later. But I really have to just write down every single thing I just do. And I think writing down makes
organization.
Makes it in your head.
Right. I agree. Literally, I do the same exact thing. Because I feel like organization is key in order to really succeed. Because even the smallest thing, if you had to read 2 pages, you'll get to the class. They're like, did you read the 2 pages? Oh, I forgot. I should have wrote it down instead of thinking, oh, that's something small. Write down every single thing. That's how I look at it. Because that'll help you in the end, honestly. But how is the brotherhood and sisterhood like?
There's not a lot of men in Clark, Atlanta. There's not a lot of men.
I'll say in the AUC.
In the AUC, I'll say it's some you know that people are going to be there for you. Like you can reasonably just talk to somebody, anybody in AUC, and ask them a question. They'll try to help you, or they'll try to give you some guidance or whatnot. Like I think it's good. I mean, I came from an all boys school, 6th grade to 12th grade.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I wasn't. I'm happy for the change. Let me say that, happy for the change. But I definitely see some examples of more brother and sister than I saw back then. Even with being all boys, it's more collaborative. People are going to help you. People are going to support you. Even if they don't like it or mess with it like that, they'll support you. They'll repost something like that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Everyone's pretty much welcoming and open to all ideas, for the most part, at least.
Yeah. Okay. So, in honor of Black History Month, I'm going to ask you guys a few questions, trivia. So, who was the first African American Major League Baseball player?
Was it Jackie Rose?
Yes. Who was the first African American man to get invited to the White House? This is pretty hard, but
It was a while ago. That was a long time ago. I feel like.
I don't know.
I'm
We're
bad with
thinking about
names.
like an artist.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know.
Frederick Douglass.
Oh wow, that was way back.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I'm thinking like the 40s.
I was going to say Ali.
Okay, well, that's all of the questions. Thank you for watching. You can tell them your Instagram or Twitters.
My social media is Shina Amari, SHINA AMARI.
My Instagram is champion__. It's a 0 instead of an O, and my Twitter is AJ the Champ, AJDA Champ.
Okay, thanks for watching and thanks for coming on. Bye.